Hi everyone, this is Critical Failure. I'm Edward Burns, and this man is eating canister cheese.
The last bit of it too.
Sad man. Still not says that guy drinking Bush beer though. What are we talking about today?
What?
Yeah. I'm so happy that Today we're going to be talking about our favorite characters that we have played, or I guess experienced other people playing. Are you good?
I'm fine. I was just trying to speak, but like.
But it was just like, B!
Yes. So Ed, let's start with you. What do you think is your favorite character you've played versus one that you've experienced through playing?
You know what's funny? I actually don't remember the name of my character. It was the Goliath.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't think you named him. You don't
this
like
is
naming
mine
half
now.
yours.
No, I named all of them. It was just some Russian name with a V.
Victor. Veka.
And I know
Vasectomy.
Prescott was like Artem.
Artyom.
Yeah, and I was just we basically had the same character personalities, and it was like if we saw something, it was like, that is mine now. I take that. Give me what is mine. You are mine now. Man, that character was so fun to play as. I played as him like I think 2 different sessions and 2 different campaigns.
It was fun.
It was fun when me and Prescott joined Michael's game, and we had no idea what you guys were doing, but we came in there and we fucked up the campaign, and I ended up having a monster be my like follower, and I tracked down the man.
Nothic?
Yeah, Nothic, and this organization killed my dog, so I went John Wick and I killed all of them except for the last dude, and I kept him alive, and I grabbed his big toe and I yanked it off and I fed it to the Nothic, and I strapped him onto the Nothic and slowly had him like walk around, and the plan was, if the campaign kept going, I would just slowly feed more and more of him to the Nothic.
But we all know Michael, he doesn't message back whatsoever.
Yeah, he's like one and done.
He's like
he can't go for a round 2.
Yeah, he's always like, oh, I'm gonna like totally go next week for like another session, and then he's just like, no, I can't, and then he's always playing video games or something like that, saying he's working.
I actually ran into him in the fair, and he said he was going to ask you like to play D&D, but I guarantee you he hasn't actually.
He hasn't. I legitimately messaged him like a month ago on Instagram, but I figured he doesn't use his Instagram, so I was like, okay. And then I messaged Grayson on. No, I didn't. I was going to message Grayson because it was dealing with my dogs, and then I was gonna like just like to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and talk about getting Michael to read the thing on Instagram, or just have like message him on Facebook Messenger at the time, because I literally re-downloaded it so I can ask people. And I know I asked Ebony, one of my friends, about the dogs, but it's just like I was just gonna get it about D&D stuff. And he has never gotten in contact with me. Unless, like, he actually has. It's just I haven't re-downloaded Facebook Messenger since, like, before the fair. So I could possibly have it. But as of right now, and like, with my current knowledge, no, he has not. I said current knowledge. I didn't say knowledge that he actually has message, because I can't see it.
You know, I can, like, smell in the air. Your salt level's rising.
It really pisses me. He's a really good storyteller. If he didn't try and act like the Lost Mine of Phandelver was his, but he did add a lot of stuff that wasn't actually in there. Like the Nothic, if I'm correct, was not in the Lost Mine of Phandelver. He was really good at narrating. The one thing is that he acts like he knows D&D a lot until you actually, like, if you're like starting and you know nothing, like, he's a great DM. He's a great DM regardless, because he doesn't really know what he's doing, and you have to like kind of guide him, and you can get some really cool shit out of it.
Yeah, I find it hilarious when he's DMing asks this question.
Yeah, it's like
how does this work?
And then we're just like telling him the truth. It works this way. And I remember he's like, "Is it a strength save or a tech save to jump over this thing?" I was like, "It's probably like an athletics check or acrobatics check, depending on what you want to go through." He's like, "So what are those?" I was like, "They're on the character sheet." "Where's the character sheet?" "It's right in front of your face."
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he didn't know which one. This was before you guys got there. So because that was when we were going into a hobgoblin or a goblin cave for the bugbear thing, because you guys arrived in the city We were right before it.
We stole your cart. Like, you guys were transporting goods, and me and Prescott were like, this is ours now.
Yeah,
And we took it, and we ran off.
And
And
Cameron tried metagaming, and I had to explain to him after the game what metagaming is. And he's like, oh, I understand. So, like, basically, if I decide to do something before they decide to do it, it's not metagaming. I was like, yeah, but at that point, you're just going too far ahead and doing advanced metagaming of basically, I'm just not going to let things get stolen.
yeah, he was just being a dick. I thought it was hilarious, though, because you guys caught up to us, and we had lost the cart because...
And I was legitimately about to murder you guys. Like, I legit was like... I took my sword out because we have deduced it was you guys, because you guys literally just disappeared with our cart. Like, if I'm correct, like, you guys were like, we're going to go do something, and our cart just goes fucking missing. So we were like, alright, it's them. And, like, I activate my sword, because I was a blood hunter orc, if I'm correct. And I was like, alright, nigga's going to die. And you guys were like, no. It was not us. And it was a critical pass on me. So I was like, all right, it wasn't us. It wasn't that. All right.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I, wow, English broke. I think, and I was like, yeah, they stole it. We came after them.
Which is really
They
funny.
have our stuff. We are going to take it from their bodies.
Which is really funny because they arrived after you guys did. Like, way after. So it was just like, like, if I'm correct, like, you guys showed up. We saw them approaching as we were, like, just within eyesight. It's just like, that made no literal sense, but it, like, you critically passed on me. So it's just like, okay.
Russian Goliath for the win.
Yeah, that was fun characters. I would like to say that was a fun campaign minus Cameron, because Cameron got very upset because you were like, give me 5 gold. And he's like, no! And you critically passed. And he's like, I'm not giving you any fucking gold. It's like, Cameron, calm the fuck down. Seriously.
I think I persuaded him, like, for me helping you guys. I was like, give me 5 gold.
Yeah, and originally you were going to go for all of his gold, but you decided not to because he was new and shit. And he was just like, no! And it's like, Cameron, calm down. And I had to explain it to him, like, over the past, like, or the next couple of days, like, you need to understand this is a game and here are the mechanics. Like, I understand that you don't like it, but critically passing usually means it happens.
I'm surprised you didn't pick up on the nature of mine and Prescott's character.
He didn't like it. He didn't understand that characters could be assholes. He expected chaotic good character, not chaotic good, lawful good characters the entire way through. But my character was fucking straight up lawful evil.
I think mine and Prescott's characters were like chaotic neutral. Like, we weren't really evil, but we had no problem killing you. We just wanted our stuff that you happen to have.
My character was straight up lawful evil. You stole from me. I'm gonna murder you. You don't do that.
It's more like you would try and you would die, and then I would take my things from you.
Didn't like with the same character stats in a later campaign, like the one shot, we used the same character and I tried hitting you and you just denied all of my damage.
Goliath's damage reduction ability is fantastic. I used like critical damage, and I was like, no, it wasn't.
And I was like, bullshit. And we did the math, and you literally denied my attack by, like, I think I did like 8 to 10 damage, and you had it by 12. So it's like you essentially just like had plus 12. Compared to like fucking 10. So I was like, what the fuck? You literally just turned into stone.
Oh man.
That was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. And then when you can like Prescott's character essentially convinced me that I was dinner, like he was
in that campaign we were like, you are breakfast, and he's like, no, I'm not. And then
I critically we did a concessions like thing to where it's like he tried convincing me that it was breakfast, and I critically passed saying no, and he's like, all right, fine, you are dinner, and then he critically passed against me, and I was like, all right, fine, I'm dinner. And it was just like,
I know I was also trying to kill Cameron in that campaign again.
Cameron was playing a taxi.
He happened to get away, and then I was like, I'm going to kill him, and I beat you unconscious, and I was gonna, if the game went on further, I was gonna track him down and beat him with your body until he stopped moving.
Yeah.
He was a taxi beat, and I'm like, I'm going to eat Kitty now.
Yeah, I think my favorite character, besides Kylan, was the tiefling. The
gay tiefling.
Yeah, it's a gay tiefling, even though he was not actually gay. He was like actually a straight tiefling who just kind of like fucked with everyone.
Yeah, I really enjoyed his character. It was like the first time you weren't like
retarded.
really retarded. Like, Fung does a lot of dumb shit.
This was after
for
Kylan
no
Ball,
reason.
Too. This was a very good character in my opinion because he didn't have a lot of, like, I didn't really make a backstory for him. He was just kind of like, he did what he wanted. but he wasn't a murder hobo. He was like a thief, and like he was in jail a lot. But he did a lot of like, he tried doing a lot of good, but he also did a lot of evil, and he was just well-known thief and shit. And you know what they say: if you're a well-known thief, you're not fucking good at it.
Yeah, you're really bad.
And I really like that character, but that character got killed, and I basically made Jormungandr as a character. And I was trying to get the Wand of Orcus and shit because we were gonna make him a death cleric.
I was gonna let you do
reborn and just fucking hunt the party. And then we intertwined that campaign with another one.
I actually remember the name of your character now. It was Fenris, the first one.
Was it Fenris?
Yeah, because it was Fenrir.
Fenrir.
And then you went to that because you were doing Loki's children, basically. Like you weren't playing as Loki's children, but
I just kind of coincidentally did that. I probably did that by accident because I was thinking Jormungandr was destined to end basically Thor in like part of the world. So I was like, all right, fine. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Makes a female character named Hela.
Hella hot.
And half fucking corpse.
Yeah, so if you're in necrophilia.
And fucking weird porn. But yeah.
You mean Japanese?
We don't talk about that. But yeah, like. Those were amazing characters. Like, I really enjoyed my tiefling. What's some characters that you enjoyed from someone else? Because I have one in mind. I have two in mind, actually.
What was it? Roland?
Yeah, Roland's definitely one of them.
I really enjoyed that one.
What are your favorite moments from Roland?
I just really love the roleplay element that he had with Eldritch the Dwarf. He ran, like, this very fancy, elegant, like,
It was like a smith shop of some sort.
It wasn't like he could smith stuff, but it was like higher end items for like more like noble tier and stuff. It was like trinkets and tinkers and trinkets, I think.
Yeah, it was TNT.
Yeah, and like I really liked it because every time you guys would come in and he heard the little bell go off, he would
hop up a little like
step stool.
But it's really funny because like Prescott would eventually just do all that by himself. He's like, I enter, thrilling. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
And he would do this all in like 0.5 seconds, and it was just amazing. And my character would just be like kind of trailing behind him as a shadow.
But I really liked it because Prescott was playing a gunslinger, so he made guns in my campaign. And then he taught Eldritch, who was like an old like smith, and he created a lot of things. And I revealed later that he was considered like a saint of the forge, like a living saint.
And then he wasn't he like the cleric of the forge? Like he just
I based him off the forge domain.
I really found it funny how we adopted the one thing that stole his plans and gave it to Zekrom. Or what's his name?
Yeah, Zekrom stole the plans. And I was like, I just did that because I went like...
Monk shooter.
Like I had like an ogre just with like this big ass giant like cannon.
He has a fucking
thing with like 3 barrels. It was like, yeah.
That would be fucking terrifying. I think my favorite NPC was, what was it? Long Dick Johnson? Because he had ass onions. Yeah. Remember the mechanic of the ass onions?
Oh.
That so many inside jokes.
It was fantastic.
Those ass onions were inside.
Prescott's character also had that dick for a very long time. He kept it the entire campaign.
I thought he tried selling it.
I don't think he did. I know he just rammed it up that one devil's ass before you guys killed it.
Which one?
I think it was Leviticus. The bone devil you guys were sent to kill in the first place.
His name was Leviticus. Because Leviticus was made.
No, his name was like Licarius.
Licarius, yeah.
And Prescott shot him with like a double trap bullet.
Bones. Because I used his bones and just his armor. I legitimately pretty much made Bone Devil armor on top of regular armor, and all it did was just give me a +3 to intimidation and 50% fire resistance, basically. So I just
there's not percentage.
It's half damage on it, whatever.
Older editions actually have it.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. You know what I meant? It's half damage still, but it was really cool. Like, I've really implemented a lot of magic items because, like, the way I would describe mine were like rings or bracelets, and you gave me some of them, and then I was like, I want a piercing through my ear for my character. That's a black, pretty much like a black prism, triangular prism that went through my ear, and like
it just made me think of Pain from Naruto.
Yeah, kind of similar to that. And like, if I'm correct, Roland's the one that inserted into me. He didn't even like do anything normal because like I already had like a tiny hole. He just went, oh, ear. and just like shoved it through my ear because I was gonna get as an industrial in the character because I wanted one at the time, and it was just like it just ruined my character. Like if I'm correct, like my ear was all pussy and stuff like that. And we discussed that one time, and then we just never brought it back up.
Yeah. I also really liked how both of you developed a nice relationship with Samuel Colt.
And Kip, was it Kip?
Yeah, it was Kip. Yeah,
I love the fact that he basically was, I don't love the kid, and then he, like, the kid was like, you don't love me? And he's like, I said that out loud.
Yeah, it was really cool watching how much like you two actually really cared for just this kid that I just happened to throw in, and his family was murdered. And
he legitimately was probably not meant to be such a large part of that campaign.
He wasn't,
just fucking did.
But it happened, and I was like, you know what?
I think I gave you like probably a good piece of the campaign, just because I would know that I was the main reason for that kid staying alive. Because I was just like, I kind of want this kid to be alive.
You also did so many like dumb ass things in my campaign that made no goddamn sense.
I killed a halfling for no reason. No, I killed a halfling. Was it a gnome? I thought it was a halfling.
You killed an old gnome that Roland had just smashed. And she was signing the paperwork, and you're like, I stab her in the face.
No, she was about to, and I stabbed her in the neck. And Roland got out of there somehow. But, like, I had forged the documents and given it to him beforehand. And if I'm correct, like, I hid the body.
I think you hid it in the floorboards.
I did hide it in the floorboards.
And then eventually, like...
The cops found out.
Yeah, the guards came and they found the body. And then, like, the old husband, Noam, showed up and he had, like, a heart attack when he found his wife's dead body.
Like, he said he hated her. And he was like, go ahead and fucking kill her and shit like that. And then I eventually did. And then he died of a heart attack. And my character is just like, oh my fucking god. And eventually, like, the guards were like, you did this. And it was my character. But my character just magically criticaled and was like, no, the fucking, like, I was in trouble with the mafia. Like, they fucking did this themselves. They're blaming me. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he was actually just tortured, like, recently by the...
Yeah, I think it was after that I was taken. Yeah, it was after that I was taken because Roland and I were separated right after that. So it was right after that I was done. But I had the hit on me because...
You killed, like, the son of one of the mobsters.
Yeah, because that's when I did the fear toxin.
Yeah.
And so that's what it was right afterwards. And that was one of the things I was going to discuss was my favorite part of being Kylan. Was one, when I brothelled myself. And two, when I was taken by the fucking guy and like just fucking had my testicles like just tortured. And then Bahamut was there. And he was like, cabbages? And I'm like, carrot? And I was just like, my character was just so like happy to see Carrot each and every time he would return. He's like, are you okay? Yeah, Carrot. Just like miniature things would happen in my head.
Yeah, I made him basically senile old man in his like human form. So whenever he would travel, it'd just be like, so I'm trying to sell these onions. Oh,
onions.
Really?
My favorite thing about him is when he took the guns from Roland, because Roland was trying to get him to shoot himself.
Roland's like, hey, put this in your head, and it's really fun, and just go bang. And then he was like, oh, really? He took the gun. He shot Roland, I think, like 3 or 4 times.
No, you emptied the entire magazine into him, because he almost died.
And he was like,
fun! It was so funny, because if I'm correct, I was like I was 30 feet away from the camp, and I saw it from like 60 feet away, because the blood hunters were like, if we see you again, we're all going to murder you. Talking to him.
That's because he poisoned.
Yeah, I don't remember how he got caught. I don't think he did get caught. I think it was just more or less he was just an outsider and they didn't trust him. I don't remember 100% how that happened.
Because I know he was suspected. I know you did something with like the evidence and you tried to hide it. I don't know if it passed. I think it did. But you know, the leader was like, you know, I'm pretty sure it was you, and so I don't have actual proof, so I can't just execute you on the spot.
Yeah, I kind of like, even though my character wanted to kill him, and this was like one of those things where like he's such great friends with him, he was just like,
I thought it was really cool.
Fucked up. He
like
really
conflict.
did.
He also did it because the devil promised him like 1,000 gold piece per kill.
And then he got like 60 million basically, because he killed a shit ton. But remember how I was like, I actually was about to start attacking him, and I was like, you fucking fucking lucky bastard, you're lucky. Just get the fuck out of my sight. And then he was like, all right. I turned around, he ran like 30 feet and then ducked. And he followed me like that for like a good bit.
I don't remember that.
I remember him staying like a good bit out of the fucking place.
When you were angry at him, you were chasing him and he ran off. And he just hid in the grass. No, it was you.
Me, yeah.
You did something
dumb. I poisoned Samuel, that's why.
Yeah, and you hid in the grass and he just shot the grass.
Fucking grass with a shotgun. Because I was like, I sneak, and it's like, you have like a 6. And it's like, there's obviously like an intention from my body. And he was like, I see you, and I just went, no you can't. And he's like, and just shot during that direction. I just lost so much fucking health. And I just stood up. I was like, oh, you found me. Look at that. I was just in the grass. And I'm like bleeding profusely. I'm just like, so what's up? And he's like, hey, buddy. And he was like, it took him, what, like 16 minutes basically to get there? Because I was on horseback, which was really funny. And he just ran there. And he was pissed off at me when he exited the town. But by the time he got to me, he was like, yeah, I thought about everything. It's really not that bad.
Well, he also calmed down because he killed quite a few people on his way to you.
He did. Because he was losing his shit about it at first. He was really pissed off. And he was like, I'm fine now. Remember when he set off the fucking town? Now it's like, he sets fire to like a block of the town. And it's like,
he got blackout drunk. Then it was basically the hangover.
Fucking rode a dinosaur, and I wish I had known this, but you were like, yeah, I was gonna make that a fucking player thing, and I was like, oh god,
yeah, I was gonna let you guys keep it, but
I didn't.
You guys,
I think we fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Oh man, because I remember you threw the ass onions into its mouth. It was like, yeah.
I think that's the end of this video.
Yeah. Oh my god, we'll probably do a part 2 to this.
Yeah.
This is fun.
This was much better than the other video.
Oh yeah. See you guys. I'm Brandon Wynn.
I'm Edward Burns.
And remember, critical failure.
Yeah, you just had a critical failure, alright.
Yep. Freaking natty one. Please like, subscribe, and all that type of jazz. I don't know why I'm playing with this empty can.
Look at my cheese.
But, yeah. Like, subscribe. Go to our Instagram, critical.failure. Message us about anything that you would like us to cover and all that jazz. I am working on my Aarakocra script. So I kind of want you to be there, but you haven't actually seen it yet. It's really in depth. In my personal view, it's a lot like AJ Pickett's type of stuff, which I'm trying not to like blatantly rip his stuff off, like because like his style. I don't want it to be like this type of thing to where you can see us and stuff like that. I kind of want it to where it's like just a picture of you drawing.
You do realize like our time's running out.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, we have a time limit.